Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 stocks that you should be keeping in your watch list for today. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's get right into it. All right, so right off the bat, the SPY looks good. I don't have any problem with the SPY. The way it's looking on the daily chart, it's up by 0.40%. Watch this thing for a potential long. There may be more money coming in and taking this thing towards 3,800. Okay, be very careful as it goes up, and also do not get too greedy with your trades. Now, the very first one that you should be keeping in your watches for today is CRM. All right, and for those of y'all who have been watching the channel, those of y'all who have been subscribing, I talked about CRM and how I really like this setup right here. First of all, it's been down. It's been brutally crushed. If you change this thing to the weekly, right? Actually, no, the daily looks better. If we change this thing and we just zoom out, we can see that this thing is trying to recover. It made a triple bottom over here. And on Thursday, it actually formed a very bullish hammer with some good volume on this thing. And if you look at it on the 5-minute chart, you can see that it's up right now. And watch this thing for a potential long. For a potential long, the very first price target on this one is around 228, maybe $230. Okay, very first price target. And then if we can break that level, then we can expect this thing to move up to 242. But for right now, let's just watch how it behaves and how it approaches the 230 level. Okay, so I'm very bullish on this one. I like the setup, I like the way it looks, and definitely keep that one on your watch list for sure. The next one that we will be talking about today, that one was the stock of last week, Tesla. Okay, now for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, we made a lot of money on these YOLO calls from that week. Okay, it did great from 670 all the way up to 696, and then again, if you held those calls, this was a lot of money to be made. Lots of money to be made, and honestly, I think we can go just a little bit higher. On Thursday, they had this. I think there was one analyst who upgraded the stock to 750, and I told y'all that 750 on Thursday is a long shot. Like, I don't see it happening. The highest I saw this thing going on Thursday was 730, maybe 735, and then maybe see 750 this week. So we might see 750 this week. Okay, we might. Could it happen today? Honestly, that would be a wonderful thing. It will be such a wonderful thing if you can see 750 today. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm not bearish on this thing. I wouldn't short it just yet. I know that a lot of people try to short this thing. They tried to short this thing yesterday, right? There was some money to be made here. I see that. But then again, it's just being too impatient. It's just being too impatient. And I think they're going to get squeezed. These same individuals are going to like contribute to this thing spiking up even higher. So watch this one for a potential short squeeze today. I'm not bearish on Tesla. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. So that's the second one that you should be keeping in your watch list for today. The third one that you should be keeping in your watch list for today is XPEV. And for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, I covered XPEV over here, right at the bottom. At the bottom, people, at the bottom. I told you that this was a wonderful buy because it's retesting that previous level of support and it's forming a very good. It's more like a Lee looks better. Lee looks better. Yeah, this one is forming a very good bullish harami on the chart. And I'm also bullish on Lee. I did mention Lee previously last week about how this one was very good for a long. And the price target of Lee is at 33 bucks. Okay, I'm not changing my mind on Lee. I like it. It's up right now. If you look at the chart, it's up big right now. Okay, so if you held after that video, you should be up substantially, and congratulations. Yeah, now you just watch this thing rise. Don't get too greedy as it goes up. Take some money off the table. My same thoughts applies to XPEV. XPEV Yeah, I think it's gonna run even higher. And this is the part where all of these short sellers from here, right? All of these individuals, this is the part where they cover. And when they cover, right now we're at what, 46? We can see this one probably at $50, either today or probably tomorrow. Okay, so keep that one on your watch list for sure. I like them both. I think this is like all EV sectors. If you look at Neo is still overextended, but there is a reverse head and shoulders on here, and it's opening up at 51. So watch this one for a potential retest of the previous high. Could it break the previous high? Honestly, I don't know, and I'm not gonna try to make assumptions on here. So we'll just see. We'll just see. Watch this thing for a move up here. Okay, watch it for a move up there, and that also answers my questions to those of you who have been asking about Neo during this weekend. Again, there you go. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. For those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in last night's video, the very first one that we're going to be looking at is Airbnb. All right, and Airbnb, that one, it doesn't have too much history. I do like it because of this option chain. It has a huge option chain, right? And there is, I wonder if it's even there. Yeah, it's not even there. There's no volume on this thing. Maybe it's because the market is closed. That's why there's no volume on this thing. But I like it a little bit because of these. Their buyers trying to stop the stock from collapsing, and right now it's about to open at 149. So we may see a morning star on the charts incoming. Okay, we may see that today. So definitely watch out for that one. Would I get in long as of right now? Honestly, I would just tell you to wait. I would just tell you to wait. The stock is not gonna go to like it's not gonna go to 200 today or tomorrow. I don't think it will. So just wait patiently until things becomes a little bit more obvious to you. But that's my very honest opinion on that one. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is Dash. All right, and Dash again doesn't have a lot of history. Some buyers try to step in here, but that is like super weak. I don't like this right there. It's not the most convincing move, and I don't want to get caught in this as it keeps falling. So for that one, I'm also gonna have to tell you to wait until things are a bit more clear. I'm not bullish on this one just yet. I'm really not. And plus, if you look at it like pre-market, it didn't go anywhere. There isn't anything going on at all. This one apparently Deutsche Bank gave it a price of 185. Again, that's just somebody else's opinion. Just like I'm giving my very honest opinion on here, so you can take that with a grain of salt. Again, just be very patient with these ones. You're not missing out on too much. The option chain is there, it's loaded. I actually like that. Okay, so just be patient. It's all right. Be very, very patient. The next one that we will talk about is snow. I mentioned this one as a potential dip buy on, I think it was Saturday. I think so. Either Saturday or Sunday. I want to see a potential drop on here. Could we get that today? Honestly, we'll see. We'll see. It would have been really nice if it didn't if it didn't gap up here, and it would be really nice if it just fell right out the gates. All right. But again, if you're a long-term investor and you want to start like buying in today, like for the long term, again, for the long term. Over here, I'm more of a short-term trader trying to get the best price at the best time. But if you're a long-term trader trying to dollar cost average your way into this for the future because you're expecting the huge move towards like 300 or 500 within the next 3 to 4 years, I wouldn't blame you if you started accumulating stock, right? If you started accumulating stock right now because it is low, it is pretty beaten down. Personally, I want this thing to drop just a little bit because I'm very picky. I'm very, very picky. So we'll see how this one plays out, okay? We'll see how that one plays out. The next one that I'm going to be covering, that one is Blank. All right, and for those of y'all who have been subscribing to the channel, I called out Blank for a shorts at the top. That was when I was late again. I think that's when I woke up late. Yeah, I think that's when I woke up late. And I told y'all at noon that I was very bearish on this stock right over here. Yeah. And then it just kept falling and falling. And then I did warn you guys also, if you really paid attention to that video, I warned you guys about the dead cat bounce over here, right? To 47. It tried to get there, it tried to go there twice, and then every time it did, it just got rejected. So watch this thing for a potential continuation to the downside. I would not recommend anybody to dip buy here. It does not look like it did buy to me. This looks like a short. It looks really, really good for short sellers. That is my very honest opinion of Blink. All right. If you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. If you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you get notified whenever I release these pre-market analysis videos, which I'll release from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens, and the post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you are new to investing, if you're new to trading and would like to get started and have all the tools you need, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to get signed up with everything you need to get started in the stock market. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using the second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. Don't get too greedy out there. Do not get caught on the wrong side of the trade. And I will see y'all in the next one.